Well, today is February 22nd, 2014, and we're working on our spring garden. Of course, a lot of this stuff is still from the fall garden. We've got some tomato plants growing here. And they're doing real well. The way they survived the frost was we have this lovely little structure that Sandy's built that we cover with plastic. When the temperature's going to go below about 33 or 34 at night, just so we don't get any frost on our plants. And then anything that's out here, we'll just move it in. And we've got some green cabbage. These buckets have been planted with lettuce seeds. Here's some grape tomatoes that have been growing for about a year. And some green onions that have been growing for a year and a half. We just planted some onion bulbs today. And you can see our little grape tomatoes. They just keep giving us fruit. So we just let them keep growing. More tomato plants, as you can see. We've got lots of blooms. And we haven't been very successful at green peppers, but we've been a little successful.
If you say something doesn't sound good, just say it again because I can edit it out.
And we've got some red cabbage. Lots of broccoli. The broccoli has served us very well this year. And we've just planted 8 more broccoli plants. They're real tiny right now. You probably can't see them. There's one. So that's our spring crop of broccoli, because we're not sure whether or not these guys are going to keep producing. But you can see we get so many florets from them that we can barely keep up with it and eat broccoli a lot. And we have potatoes growing in these large half barrels. You can see there's a plant coming up. Oops, too far. There we go. This is probably going to be used for some carrots tomorrow. Plant them in there. And of course we have basil. There's a beautiful head of red cabbage coming up. And then, arugula. I planted 1 row of arugula, and it was too much for 2 people. You want some? Of course, there's our tomato plants. And more potatoes. And here we have lettuce. And, of course, beautiful carrots. And some of them are gigantic. I need to harvest more of those. And here's some lettuce. And then I've just recently planted some romaine in here. And this is a mystery. This is a cauliflower with no cauliflower head. Huge plant. This thing is probably 2.5, almost 3 feet tall. And nothing yet. We keep peeking inside, hoping that there'll be a cauliflower head forming, but no. And then this is, of course, Sandy's elaborate compost system here that works beautifully. This is soil from our containers. This is where we mix it with compost and reuse the soil out of the buckets. And this is compost that's waiting to go into a raised bed that's being planted with sweet potatoes. And that's our current compost, where we put all of our kitchen scraps and leaves and cuttings, stuff like that. So that's it. That's our fall. I'm sorry, what season is it? That's our spring 2014 garden. And today's very, very cloudy. It's probably in the low 70s though, so we're taking advantage and we're out here working.